Signs. Welcome to Remedies Alchemy and Tarot. This is a general tarot card reading for the water signs of Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. If you have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I do like to start the reading with a quick smudge of sage. Thank you, Spirit. And three chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective of the water signs. What would you like the water signs to know or to be aware of for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. Welcome to Remedies Alchemy and Tarot. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive tarot card reader. I do look at the sun placement, the moon placement, and the other planetary placements to get an idea of the energy that is surrounding you. But first and foremost, I do trust my intuition. It is my intention that during this reading that you trust your intuition as well. I do believe that tarot cards are a wonderful way to vet what it is that we are feeling, thinking, or experiencing at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the listener. What would you like the listener to know or to be aware of for this reading? You know, you are in a really interesting energy this week. It really does have, it's like an all or nothing. It has a lot of up and downs. And what you're going to find is that people are going to call themselves out. People, you don't have to worry about calling them out. They're going to call themselves out. And as a result, that's going to catapult you into the spotlight. So it's almost like there's someone that has ill intent or someone that's not wishing you the best of luck, and they're going to try to call you out, but in turn they're going to call themselves out, and because of their words and actions, that's going to catapult you into the spotlight, and it's going to catapult you into the spotlight with a positive outcome for you. And that's the law of karma at work there. The law of karma, what we create, or what the energy that we create, the energy that we put out into the universe, is the energy that the universe reflects back to us. And the fun, hey Deb, hi, welcome to Remedies Alchemy and Tarot. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the Hangman card. And the Hangman is the card of introspection. Your greatest strength lies from knowing yourself and being sure in your choices and being sure in your decisions. And that is what's being called into the spotlight. That's what's being called to the attention. And there, that is again reinforced by the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the card of higher knowledge, higher wisdom. But the higher knowledge and higher wisdom is that comes from within. You know, our soul, that voice within us. It's like we make those decisions just because in our gut we feel that it is right. And I see that happening to you. Did I just you did, thank you. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your cards this week, or the rest of this reading, actually. And in your professional life, in your public life, and this would be work, career, education, money, finance. We start off with that Five of Swords, and here is that person trying to get one up on you. and they're trying to cause chaos, and they're trying to cause confusion in life, in your public life, in your career, followed by the Page of Pentacles. But here you are, staying focused on what you know to be true, on what you know to be right. Followed by the Judgment card. Perhaps this person has tried this in the past, or this is an ongoing situation. Every time this person gets an opportunity to throw a wrench into the mix, they have tried. Or again, the Judgment card speaks about karma. Karma, what we create, is what the universe reflects back towards us. Followed by the Nine of Wands. It is time to heal. It is time to move forward. It is time to leave the past behind. You have recently taken advantage of a new opportunity, one that will grow your career as well as your bank account. What is the most surprising here is that the amount of peace that this opportunity is bringing into your private life. Perhaps you've been a little bit preoccupied, a little bit worried or focused on the lack of the amount of attention that your public life has taken, the amount of stress, the amount of tension that this person has been bringing into your public life, into your professional life. But now that the situation is subsiding, or now that the situation, you're able to move forward, you're really surprised at the amount of peace that is bringing into your private life. You may find yourself this week wanting to draw. Hi, to be continued. Welcome back to Remedies Alchemy Tarot. It's very nice to see you this evening. And so this week you may find yourself wanting to pull back from this working relationship. Maybe this relationship, this person is the one that's trying to throw a monkey wrench into the situation, the one that is trying to cause confusion. Maybe they haven't left, but maybe you're taking on a new stance from that new clarity that you have found into just taking a step back. Just taking a step back. This person is continually trying to place you in an uncomfortable situation. And you feel that this situation is taking you further and further away from your goals rather than closer to. Hey, Gil, welcome to Remedies Alchemy Tarot. It's so nice to see you again this evening. You know, I do want to talk about the full moon that is coming up. It is in your house of social status. And this full moon in your social status is having you be a little more results driven. Usually you're not really results driven. Usually you're more driven by the greater good. But this full moon is really going to have a shift in your energy, and you're really going to want to be seeing some results. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. And in your private life, and this would be your love life, your home, family, and friends, we start off with the King of Cups. And the King of Cups has several meanings. Finding emotional stability, finding the peace, followed by the 10, or excuse me, the 7 of Wands, being on guard, being protective, being prepared for the fight, followed by the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is emotional, spiritual fulfillment, followed by the Two of Cups, which is a healing relationship. You know, your social life is in the spotlight this week, and you are feeling more energized, and people are really just naturally drawn to you. Everywhere you go, it seems like you're becoming the center of attention. And I think that this center of attention it's positive attention, it's good karma attention, but it feels a little bit strange, a little bit out of sort, and you're not used to this extra attention. What you really need to be asking yourself as you're getting this extra attention is, how would you like to use that attention? Are you wanting to draw people into your social circle with family and friends? Or are you wanting to draw someone into your love life? Someone that can really be healing and really be a comfort. If you're looking to draw someone into your love life, put yourself out there and say yes. You are like a magnet for that positive energy right now. Take advantage of it by saying yes and by putting yourself out there. If you are already in a committed relationship and you want to deepen that bond with that person, make time for quality time together, and maybe not broaden your social circle, something just the two of you can do. But I see either way, whatever you would choose, is it can be very happy and very pleasant for you. Some of you may be experiencing uh, disagreements, and these disagreements may be causing some confusion. But I see that again, I see that ending. I see that ending. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. October is your month of love and being in that good, positive love energy. But that just because that energy is there does not necessarily mean that that is what's going to happen. That's what's going to occur. It's just saying that the energy is right for that to occur. That's why I keep saying, put yourself out there, put put yourself in the location of people, places, and things that you like and that you enjoy. And the right people, the right person will come into your life. Messages from Spirit. We start off with the Six of Swords, a time of transition. This is your time of transition. The Page of Cups. You're becoming a student. I think for most of you, this may be becoming the student of life. Although I did a Pisces reading earlier today that will be coming out, I think it's on Monday or Tuesday of next week, that had this student card as well. And this student is new learning opportunities are presenting themselves to you. And so, again, new learning opportunities are presenting themselves. The Five of Pentacles. many times this Five of Pentacles represents closed doors. But there is a door that is close to you that is really a gift and a blessing in disguise. As on each side of that, we have the Page of Cups and we have the Wheel of Fortune. And so there was a missed opportunity or a closed door for you that has created positive karma, has created space for what is destined for you to come into your life. You know, now that you're having the peace and the breakthroughs that you're wanting to in your professional life, and you're experiencing those feelings of peace, you're also feeling re-energized and feeling that you can face whatever comes your way. This week, you are being asked to be honest with yourself and to really question if your actions are aligning with your words and deeds. And are you aligned with your true self? Always honor your inner truth. Your social status is skyrocketing. You know, and not that it really matters. As a water sign, you are very modest. And I love that modesty. There's nothing false about a modest water sign. But first of all, I want you to know, even though you do not care about your social status, it is important. And why I say that is because you are having a positive effect on those that are around you. You are serving as inspiration to those that are surrounding you at this time. One final point about this Wheel of Fortune card before I open it up to questions. This Wheel of Fortune, when the Wheel of Fortune comes into play during a reading, I like to talk about our energy and the energy that we exert towards our outwardly situation. So regardless of what karma, regardless of what the universe brings into our lives, the universe speaks to us either in test or in blessings. We're either learning a lesson or we're receiving a blessing. Before we receive the blessing, we get the lesson. And it is how we react to that lesson that determines the blessing that the universe sends into our life. And so, again, we may not be able to control when a situation happens, how a situation happens, or even what a situation happens. The only thing that we can control is our own thoughts, words, and deeds, and the outlook, the energy that we are going to place on that. And so, if we're constantly practicing gratitude, even in the most troubling times, the universe can take that positivity and reflect it back to us. That is the lesson of karma. Positivity creates positivity, negativity creates negativity. The universe cannot send us what we have not created. And that is the reading. And so, hey, gaming with it, Welcome to Remedies Alchemy and Tarot. I am opening up the reading for questions. If anyone has a question for Spirit, please write that in the comment section and we will do a quick card shuffle and see what Spirit has to say this evening. And I really do appreciate your questions. It really helps me align with what my listeners are wanting to hear or the topic of conversation, the topic of conversation that interests them. So it gives me an idea of where to look. No, I do not interact with jinn. Thank you, Spirit. Any questions, please? Thank you. To be continued. To be continued would like to know if there is a male coming into their lives. Is there a male as a relationship? And are you looking for a love relationship? To be continued would like to know if there is a male coming into their lives for a love relationship. For a love relationship. Well, maybe we better meet them to be continued before we decide if we would like to marry them. Because sometimes, the Spirit does send us practice people. I like to call them, yes, like practice people. And so, sometimes the seemingly right person comes into our lives just long enough to teach us a lesson for the new person. That's too many cards, Spirit. And so I like to call them like practice people, the getting ready people. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, and look at that, to be continued. That is a yes. And it looks like there are going to be multiple males coming into your life for love. And each one of these people have a different set of opportunities, a different set of new beginnings, a different set of new fresh starts. And I think that is silly, just as we were talking about, those practice people. But I see that you are going to have multiple people to select from. And each person has their own unique characteristics and their own unique lessons that they are going to be bringing into you or in for you. And again, I think that goes back, even if we compare that with the Wheel of Fortune card, to be continued. And we think about karma and we think about what we're creating. And that the universe speaks to us either in lessons or blessings. And our blessings come after the lesson. And so as each one of these new people comes into your life, what are you learning from that relationship? And you'll find that in every relationship, we play a different role. And, many times, especially when my children were younger, each and every one of them would ask me, who do you love the most? And the truthful answer for me is I loved each of them equally, but I loved each of them differently. Each individual requires a different type of love. And because they require a different type of love, I reacted to them differently and they reacted to me differently. And so I honestly did try to love each one of my children. Well, and I still do love each one of my children unique to them. Unique to them. And even in my past relationships, I've loved each person unique to them. And I think that that is what Spirit is talking about here. So, yes, I'm glad that you are having multiple chances to grow and to learn from multiple people. Hey, Gaming with It. And Gaming with It would like to know if they will be rich and maybe become a bodybuilder. Okay, so is it one or the other? Okay. Gaming with It would like to know if they will become rich. You know, maybe Gaming with It, would you like to know how to become rich? That might be the real question. But Gaming with It. I do see a victory here for Gaming with It and the way that you are going to become rich, because we have the Six of Wands here. And the Six of Wands is victory. But it's only victory after winning the crowd. And so if you will become rich if you can win the crowd. Thank you, to be continued. I think you're going to sleep through breakfast tomorrow morning, Gaming with It, and not have breakfast at all. Did anyone else have any questions? If not, I do want to thank you for tuning in to Remedies Alchemy and Tarot. I do invite you to my future live streams. I do try to live stream at least once a day. I'm also going to invite you to watch your weekly reading. That weekly reading is a little more in depth. And my live streams are actually designed to be paired with those weekly readings for your zodiac sign. I do want to thank you, and you have a blessed evening.